Good evening folks, 21st Century Caveman here. Hope everybody's well, hope everybody's happy, and welcome to another episode in the series How to Make a Man Cave, She Shed, Workshop, Cabin in the Woods. Whatever label you apply, the process is exactly the same. So today we're going to be wrapping this building in this membrane. So this is a roll which I purchased from Screwfix. This stuff isn't cheap, but it's very good quality. So it's 1 metre wide, 50 metres long, and it's actually a roofing underfelt. And you probably think to yourself, well okay, what's the big deal about this? Why do I need it? So basically this is completely waterproof, but it's breathable. So therefore it will protect the building from the elements, and also it will allow it to breathe, so it will prevent the build up of mould, that sort of rot and that sort of stuff. It's also very strong and durable and very resistant to tearing. So as I say, it's not cheap, but you get what you pay for. Now, full disclosure, I did actually get this stuff based on a couple of videos I saw on YouTube by some other successful YouTubers, and so that's where I got the idea from. It seemed like a fantastic idea, so I went and made a purchase, and I'm very happy with it. Now the instructions suggest fixing this with clout nails, so I'm just using some clout nails left over from fixing the felt. Now the clout nails I'm using are 20mm long. I mean, they're probably a bit too long for this actually, but I certainly wasn't going to go and buy some more. But you could easily get away with 12 or 13mm clout nails. I just find them a little bit, more fiddly to use basically. So you just attach it using those. I think one of the things about this stuff is the fact that if you're doing it on your own, it can be a little bit cumbersome. So what I've actually done here, look, I've actually clamped one end in place, fixed it in position, then when I'm happy with it, start tacking it in place and then nailing it. Another thing which is important to mention about this product is the fact that you need to make sure that you have a good overlap on this. So I overlapped it by about 5 inches or 125mm, just for peace of mind and reassurance, and that overlap is more than adequate for these purposes. So as you can see, the clout nails are really holding this in place very nicely indeed. And I did actually have a little bit of a play with the with a staple gun which I use for securing underlay before fitting carpets. The staples are 10mm, but I actually struggled using that because I found that the OSB boards, because they're so dense, I really struggled to get the staples to sit in properly, and I found that I was going back afterwards hitting them in with a hammer. So my recommendation would certainly be a hammer and some clout nails and an extra pair of hands to help you. Now these rolls are actually quite heavy, and I think the other recommendation which I'd make is the fact that if you're working on your own, just unravel more than you need, because if you've got some excess to play with, it just makes it easier to manoeuvre basically. So obviously the more of this stuff you use, the lighter the rod becomes and the more manageable it becomes to use. Now at this stage I'm not going to worry about covering up the window opening. I'm just going to wrap the building completely, and at a later stage when I start making the frame for the window, then I'm basically just going to cut this stuff back. So for present purposes the priority is just to make sure I make this building completely waterproof, and therefore I'm just going to wrap around the window also. Even Muppet. Not the sharpest tool in the box, is he? There we go folks, all sorted. So we're another step closer to finishing this project, and at the end of the day I just made a makeshift door just to sort of put over the opening look, just to keep the rain out. So we're one step closer to completing this project, and in the next video you'll see me fixing batons to the outside of this building in order that I can secure some cladding. Thank you for watching.